not gonna believe what happened. I had a dream, okay? You don't understand. Like, my dream center has been switched off for years, okay? I haven't had a dream since I can remember, and I had a dream, okay? I actually had a dream last night. Sorry, I just woke up out of bed and I'm sleepy dust in my eyes, and I'm not. Anyway, listen, before I forget this dream, I have to tell you what happened. Alright, so in the dream, I'd either lost my job, and I was unemployed or I was looking for a better job or something. I don't know, but at first I was so happy because I found a job at this great company. I mean, the pay was like, 3 or 4 times what I'm making now, and the benefits were amazing. It was a dream job. It was some kind of high tech company like IT, maybe like Google or something. I don't know who they were, okay? But it was just a really great company. And I mean, I don't know if you know, but like the job I have now, it's great because the people I work with, we're like family, and I love them so much. Um, it's a great place to work, but I kind of live check to check. I live by myself with my kids, and at the end of the month, I'm putting a few $100 on the credit cards, and it's not easy. I don't have a roommate or a spouse or anything to share the bills with, so we struggle. Okay, we really struggle sometimes just to get to pay the bills and get food on the table, and and so this I can't describe in the dream that it was so tempting to take this job because we would have had money to do all the things that we want to do. Take nice vacations and go to theme parks and go to movies and all the luxuries that we can't afford to do. God meets our needs. We have our daily bread. We have food, but there's a lot of things that we always wish we could do that we can't. My son's been needing new shoes for a while, and um, so yeah, I'm trying to explain to you in the dream the temptation of taking this job. Okay, it was like it was like dangling a carrot in front of me. Okay, it was so tempting to take this job because it would have given me a great life. It would have given my kids a great life. I mean, college, and just it would have provided so much for me and my family. And it was so tempting to just say yes. And I was going to say yes, but here's the thing. In order to take the job, I had to have this chip implanted. It was like in my left index finger. Okay? And it was it was so weird. And at first well, they kind of beat around the bush. Like they didn't come right out and say that I had to have that chip. And they just kept going on and on about what a great place they were to work and how many benefits they had and how high and great the pay was. And we were eating lunch. They were taking me out and wining me and dining me, and we were eating all these nice fancy foods. And I guess they know the weight of my heart. They gotta feed me and buy me delicious food. And of course they know that's gonna yeah, they know that's gonna want all Carly, right? So and they were doing that, and but finally, we got into I guess, the details of hiring, of taking the job, and one of the details is I'd have this chip inserted like in my index finger right here, and it was about yay big. I don't know if you can see because the lights aren't. I just woke up, and it's about yay big, and it would go inside one of my fingers. And I think they said that was for starters, but they also wanted to put other chips in other fingers. I thought that was weird. And you have to understand, I was so tempted to just take this job, and I thought, well, that seems weird, but okay, I'll take it. But then this voice in me is like, no, it's wrong. Don't do that. It's wrong. Don't let them put that chip in you. And and so we were eating at this fancy restaurant, and they were wanting me to like sign this contract, to come work for them. And they even had like a lady there, and she had a injection thing, and she was gonna give me the chip. And then I said, I'm sorry, but I have no wait. I want to think about it. I want to think about it for a few days. And it's like they went from being super nice and just like being like the nicest people I ever knew to like all of a sudden they changed and they started to get like you know like really just kind of mean spirited and curt and unkind, and they're like, well, if you don't want the job, we're sure somebody else will take the job. And and they were telling me, everybody else is taking this chip. Everybody else has this chip inside. Then why don't you? Well, there's nothing wrong with it. And then they were going out of their way to explain how safe it was and how great it was, and I told them no. And then they were telling me that these unbelievable things. They said if I took this chip, it could cure cancer, and it could cure diabetes, and it could cure obesity. I struggle to lose weight. I'm exercising and dieting, and they were saying if you take this chip, you'll lose weight effortlessly, and it will just control your body and put you at your dream weight, at your desired weight. And they're like, all sickness and disease will just leave your body. And they were like, you can live to be like 300 years old, or maybe even 500. I mean, it would slow the aging process. It was unbelievable, all that stuff. Somehow this chip that you took in your finger would integrate with your body and your nervous system and your brain. And then they were talking among themselves, and they said, they were arguing about something, and they said, yeah, but there is a bad side effect. They said that the chip in your brain, or the chip in and the person would fight each other. They said they would fight each other for dominance or control or something like that. And they said that they would compete for resources because the chip powered itself from the food you ate. Somehow the chip got energy I know this is just a crazy, weird dream, and I don't even see how it's technically possible. But I'm just telling you the dream. Okay, that's the first dream I've had in so long. I can actually remember. Okay, so so um so somehow if you took the chip, it would fight with the host, which is you, the person they put the chip in, and finally, and the chip would win. But it's like the chip would just change you, and I felt so wrong, and I didn't want to tell them that it was God that was telling me not to take the chip. I don't know why. I felt like I had to keep that a secret, or I just, but I told them, I'm like, I don't want to. I told them I play piano and guitar, and I said I don't want to get the chips on my fingertips because, I feel like it'll mess up my piano playing or my guitar playing. I felt like it would mess up my nerves or mess up my. And of course, they were telling me, no, you don't understand. It will heal your body. It can fix anything. But I just felt like, but I knew, I had this feeling that if I took the chip, that I would just be like dead inside. That it would just, like, once I did, I felt like my soul would be lost, and it would be like irrevocably lost. Like there would be no redemption. There would be no fixing me. There would be no repairing me. I felt like once I took that chip, that it was over, that I wasn't even human anymore. Okay, that I would never, like, it might heal my body, but maybe I could play piano or guitar, but I would never want to play piano or guitar again. It's like I would just be dead inside. I would utterly be a zombie. I would be completely dead inside, without a free will, without, I don't know, I can't describe it. I had this horrible, nightmarish, fearful, dreadful feeling in me that if I ever took that thing, if I ever let them give me that thing, that I would never be the same again. And look, I believe we're so close to the rapture. I mean, God's been moving in my daughter, drawing her closer to Him and to repentance, and God's been moving in me and a lot of you. And I don't see how this could happen before the rapture. I think maybe that chip was like what they call the mark of the beast, okay? The mark of the beast. And I don't see how that could happen before the rapture. Maybe it's possible. I don't know the future. I'm not a prophet, okay? Maybe they will try to do that before the rapture. And if they do, all I can say is don't let them give you that chip. Don't let them inject that thing into you. Because when they do, it's over. Okay? In my dream, if you take it, you're not you anymore. You're never going to be you anymore. It's over. And maybe that's why for those who take the mark, there's no repentance. Because they're not them anymore. They've literally given up their free will. They literally stopped being human. They literally traded their birthright for a bowl of beans, just like Esau did with Jacob. Okay? And I just, so maybe that's possible. Maybe it's possible that it happened after the rapture. I don't know, okay? Maybe they're going to do, so if you miss the rapture and you're still here, and they offer that thing, don't take it. Don't take it, okay? I don't care how great it is. I don't care if it heals you and stops disease and stops the aging process and helps you lose weight effortlessly. I mean, there are tempting reasons to take it. I don't care if it's the key or the ticket to your dream job to make all the money you ever wanted to make and have all the benefits and the prestige. And look, I mean, the temptation was so strong for me to let them inject that sucker in my little finger. But I mean, isn't knowing Jesus better than all that? Isn't having a relationship with Yeshua HaMashiach, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, isn't being a bride of Christ better than anything the world could offer you, no matter how much gold they offer you? Even if they offer you perfect health, even if they offer you eternal youth, even if they offer you freedom from sickness and disease, even if they offer you money and security and whatever. Can any of that match the joy and the love that you feel when Yeshua HaMashiach wraps his arms around you and holds you in his arms and makes you his? No, they can't. They can't, okay? So maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, I'm nuts anyway. And I know I've been sleeping and I just woke up and I'm just telling you, guys, this is significant for me, okay? I don't know why, but for some reason, Jesus switched my dreams back on tonight. I haven't dreamed, I've seen nothing but blackness for years. I mean, I had a waking vision, but yet I don't have normal dreams, like dreams where you fall asleep and dream. I had a waking vision I told you a few years ago in a parking lot, but I never have normal dreams. And I don't know why. I always ask, God, why? Why did you turn my dreams off? It's been like 5 years since I've had a real normal dream that I can remember when I woke up. And for the first time, it's like God switched it back on. And tonight, and is it any coincidence that I dreamed about what I think is the mark of the beast? That I dreamed about a chip they were wanting to put inside of us. And I sound like a ranting lunatic. I'm sure you guys are going to think I'm nuts. Look, I just woke up, okay? Maybe I am crazy. But if there is something to this, and I believe there is, it's just a warning. He's coming soon. And I'm telling you, no matter what, don't let them put a chip or insert anything in or on your body that sounds too good to be true, okay? That is going to change you in a way from which you can never come back. Well, I'm sure I left a lot out. That's all I can remember. My brain is still jumbled and I'm sleepy and it's 3 a.m. But I just wanted to share that with you. I love you. He's coming soon. Good night.